but the latest Helldivers update has come out.
Yeah, fighting on
Heart
Super
of
Earth.
Democracy.
Yeah, the Heart of Democracy, the third faction, which was introduced, I think it was earlier this year. I don't think it was last year.
It was like the end of
Um,
last year or like very early this year.
yeah. Well, they've broken through and they are now attacking Super Earth directly. So we've gotten new enemies from the Illuminants. I think like three or four of them. New maps. Being these mega cities on Super Earth. They introduced weapon customization. Kind of a bare bones level of it, but they said they're gonna implement more as time goes on. Right now, it's just the primary weapons and just kind of basic stuff like magazine attachments and underbarrels and scopes. Um, but all in all, pretty good update, pretty fun. I mean, it's Helldivers is it's one of those games that I could put away for a week, a month, and then just pick it back up like no time has passed. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like a Vermintide or something like that. It's just fun to point your gun and kill stuff.
Or
Really
smack him with a
is.
flag.
Or smack him with the flag. So that's mainly what I've been messing with. Besides Expedition.
I'm enjoying it a lot. I think the Mega City maps are totally different vibe, and I'm liking playing on them. The Illuminate themselves, it's basically just like the Covenant from Halo, which is cool. I mean, I liked fighting the Covenant, but it was kind of funny. Just like when I had that thought, and I could not stop seeing it. Like all the unit types are represented in the Covenant unit types. The weapons they use, they throw like energy grenades. They have the melee units with hammers. They have the plasma rifle jetpack guys. Like, yeah, they got it all. But I like fighting the Illuminate more than I like fighting the robots. Still, most interested in fighting bugs. That's just me.
Well, I think in terms of gameplay, the bugs are primarily melee focused with a few range units. The bots are kind of like the opposite, primarily range, and they have a few melee units. And I think the Illuminator is supposed to be that right in the middle. They have range units and they have a number of melee units as well. So it's them covering. I do agree with you. They do seem like something out of Halo or even at the very least just like a generic kind of sci-fi. Because the Illuminates were in Helldivers 1, but I believe they did look fairly different.
Really interesting.
Yeah, I mean they were still kind of future aliens, but yeah, if I recall correctly, they were more futury. I don't know.
The three races are just Zerg, Terrans, and Protoss, right? Come on.
I don't subscribe to that game or play it, so that doesn't hold weight with me.
I was gonna say, the comparison to the Covenant, because you're fighting through the streets of Super Earth, these close quarters battles, and there's fighting on the streets reminded me of Halo 3 ODST. Of course, a lot of people have made that comparison, but it is it gets me every time making the comparison to ODSTs.
I think it's totally a good comparison for me. Yeah, Helldivers good.
Certainly. Helldivers good.